Hello, love bugs. I know you're thinking, Marlakris has lost her mind because there's tips on her nail desk. Yep, there sure are. I have had a few more requests to do dips with tips, and I figured since my left hand nails are still super short, I might as well. And I wanted to, you know what, I'm still gonna leave my left hand alone. I'm not gonna mess with it. I really want them to grow out and be natural, you know, like my right hand. But I figured I'll put some tips on because y'all want to see it anyway. I don't have to cut my nails at all, and at least they'll look nice while they're growing out, right? I can probably keep them on for a couple of weeks, maybe. And maybe I'll film a fill-in. Would you guys want to see that? Like doing a fill with dip powder? If you do, comment down below and let me know. And it may take a while because I do film a lot and I do pre-record a little bit, so it may take a bit, but I would definitely get that up for you guys if it's something you'd be interested in seeing. So let me know down below. I'm using I'm not even sure what the tips are as far as like a brand name or anything, but I will link them in the description box. I got them from Amazon. I'm using my triple vitamin base, my Mia Secret Prep Dehydrator. We're gonna go start to finish here. Well, kind of. I did my prep work beforehand. If you guys need a good prep video, I'll throw the link to my updated prep and removal video, so you can go check that out if you want. But I'm going to start gluing on tips. So I've already gotten out all the sizes that I want. The labels that I put on my tips were for my right hand. Sizes can vary, you know, as you guys probably know, and I've said before, from hand to hand, so I did have to go through them a little bit and find the ones that I needed, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And I'm gonna glue these things on. I can tell you, if you caught my last tips with tips video, which I'll link up here for you, doing it on my left hand, so much easier. My first tips with tips video I did on my dominant hand, which was a project, to say the least. They came out really nice. I didn't have them on long because I was in school and they were just not practical. The ones I'm doing today are a little bit shorter, and again, on my left hand, much easier to do. I think from start to finish doing, and I just did the one hand. You know, my right hand, I do have clear dip right now over my nails on my right hand, but that's it. They're my natural nails. Doing my one hand took probably about 45 minutes. So if I did both hands, it would probably take me close to an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more, because I'm, you know, a lot slower with my left hand. My left hand is my non-dominant hand, in case y'all didn't know that. Yeah, it didn't take me too terribly long, especially because I only did clear. I didn't do a colored dip. I didn't do a gel polish, nothing. I'm keeping them super natural-ish. As natural as you can be with tips on, I guess, but I don't feel a need to put color on them yet. That may change. I may get bored soon. If y'all know me, you know that happens quite often. So I'm just going to keep gluing my tips on, and I'm going to cut them down with my nail cutter thingamajig. I will probably say this 600 more times during the course of this video, but I will leave as much stuff as I can remember and think of in the description box for you. I know you guys are really great at reminding me when I leave stuff out. And yes, I do knock stuff over all the time. So if I do leave something out of my description box, or if you can't find it in there, you know, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll pin it somewhere for you, or I'll put it in the description box, you know, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to get to snipping and some filing, and I'm going to let you guys watch for a little bit, and I will be right back. So I've gotten all my nails trimmed approximately. I'm not like measuring each one to make sure they're the same length. They are approximately even. And I'm going to go ahead with my hand file. It's a McCart 100-100, and I'm just going to clean up the shape a little bit. I find that sometimes when you clip nails, they can become like flared towards the corners, like on the edge. So I'm just going in to clean up the shape a little bit. You can pretty much at this point do any kind of shaping that you want. I'm keeping them as simple as possible. I'm a square girl. I always have been a square girl, kind of. My right hand is a little bit more coffin-y, ballerina-ish, but my favorite is square. I've always had square nails. When I was getting my nails done at a salon, I always had square nails. By the way, if you are new here and still watching this video, hi there, hello, I am Marla Chris. I do general nail shenanigans. I am not a nail tech. I am not a nail professional. I am not a nail anything. I'm a full-time student, full-time mom, full-time volunteer in my Humane Society. I only do nails as a hobby and to share some of what I learn and use with you guys. So if that's something that you're into, definitely consider subscribing right down there. And if you like this video while you're watching it, you can totally give it a thumbs up. That way I know you liked it. And thank you if you do. I'm going to go ahead now with my e-file. You don't need an e-file for this whatsoever. You can use your hand file to do all of this. I'm just blending down the tip to meet my natural nail, kind of. I want to focus on the corners of the tip because I find those can be not troublesome per se, but I feel like they just stick out the most. So I'm using a very, very soft sanding band. I believe it's like, I don't know, something crazy, like a 250 grit sanding band. I'll leave all the info in the description box. How many times have I said that already? I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive. I just want to make sure you know where to go to find all the stuff that I use, except for the e-file. E-file is still unavailable. It's been unavailable for a little bit now, but it's a Nap Plus portable. I will leave some comparable e-files linked in my description box in case you are interested in an e-file. Again, you do not need one. I would never go out and tell you to buy something that you don't need. I would never go out and tell you to buy anything for that matter. But if you feel like you might want one, I can tell you they were a gigantic, huge game changer for me. It really did. It changed my whole nail game. I feel like I can get a more professional look, and it's also a huge time saver. So definitely consider that if you're in the market. If not, like I said, go in with your favorite hand file and you'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and prep up my nails and we're going to get started on the dip. I am using Peppy Gel. I had to think about that for a minute. I'm using Peppy Gel's clear dip powder. I love Peppy products. In case you guys didn't know, I will make sure to link it in the description box with everything else. That's like the fourth time I've said it now. This is going to be a drinking game by the end of this video. How many times does Marla Chris say it'll be in my description box? And you're welcome for the drinking game. I'm keeping you guys occupied today. So I'm going to go in with my first layer. This is going to be pretty much a 3/4-ish dip. I'm only doing 4 dips in total. I'm going to do a 3/4. And then I'm going to do a hairline or so away from the cuticle area. And then I'm going to do 2 full dips like I do on my normal applications. And I'll leave a normal application video for you guys if you want to watch it. Normal, quote unquote, meaning without tips, just on my natural nails. So I'm going to let you guys watch for a little bit and I will be right back. So I'm going in now with my second dip. I don't know exactly what kind of dip this is. It's more than 3/4. I don't know. Maybe like a 7/8 type dip. And what I'm doing here is I'm building up the apex. So the apex is the highest point of the nail, and the longer the nail is, the higher the apex needs to be for stability purposes, to prevent breakage and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just building up the apex a little bit. My nails are not super long, so I don't feel the need to make them terribly high. But again, I'm not a professional, I'm not a nail tech. I don't do tips very often, so are these perfect as far as their, apex and their shape and whatever? No, they're not perfect, but I like them. They're good enough for me. And I've had them on for a couple of days now. They feel completely secure and stable, and I am actually really enjoying them. the way they are. Still have not put color on them. So I'm going to do now 2 full dips, and this again is my normal application. You don't have to do 2 full, you don't have to do any of this. Let's be honest. But I mean, depending on how long your nails are, that's what you're going to gauge, you know, how many dips you need or where you need to put your product and all that kind of stuff. Feel free to shoot me an email. I'm going to leave it up on the screen somewhere over here. It's marlakrishelp@gmail.com. If you guys ever have like technical questions that you need help with, or you're having problems that you don't know what you're doing wrong, you can always shoot me an email and I will try to troubleshoot it with you as best as I can. So, as my cat runs into my room. I bet you it was Boogie. I am going to go and let you guys watch me do my air quotes normal dip routine, which is the last 2 dips, full length, cuticle to free edge, and then we'll get into some filing and shaping and all that fun stuff. So hang tight and I'll be right back. I know, I lied. Wanted to hop in real quick just to ask you guys, because you know I'm filming a lot these days with the lack of anything else to do. And I'm getting close to finishing my semester, so after that I will have 0 things to do. So definitely let me know. You can drop me a comment, shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, whatever you're most comfy with. And let me know if there are any videos that you would like me to film, any techniques that you've seen you want me to try out, any products you want me to test out. I'm not sure how shipping is going to be at the time this uploads, but I will do my best to order and, you know, get in as much stuff as you guys want me to. So leave me a comment and let me know what you guys want to see coming up in the future. This, as I'm doing this voiceover right now, is the last video that I have filmed for the time being. So I have 0 things planned going forward. I'm definitely going to keep these nails on for a bit and not film a fill-in. Definitely want to do that for you guys, but anything else, you know, just give me a shout and let me know, because I want to put out content you guys want to see. So there's that. I'm going to activate. I'm going to start filing and buffing. I'm going to wait a few minutes. I know it seems like I don't, because I cut out like waiting periods, you know. I don't want to make you guys sit through absolutely nothing while I wait for my activator to dry. So I do give my activator a good amount of time before I start filing, and I am doing an extra coat of activator. I figured since I'm adding more layers, I wanted to just make triple sure that everything was fully cured. So I did 3 coats of activator, which is probably unnecessary, but playing it on the safe side as per usual. So I'm going to let my activator dry. I'm going to start filing and shaping, and I'll be back with you guys in just a bit. Just popping in for a quick second to let you guys know I'm using a Makart 100 hand file. I'm not using anything outside of like my realm of normal that you've seen me use a million times. I will leave everything linked in the description box. I think that's 5. And if you are playing the drinking game while I'm doing this, then I cannot be held accountable if you get alcohol poisoning or make very, very poor decisions. So let this serve as your liability waiver. All right, watch me file, and I'll be right back. Here's like a random question for you guys. Do you have like a problem nail? Okay, so my pinky nails on both my hands, actually, I find them so difficult to file. I don't know why. I wind up trying to grab, my jar of dip powder and trying to stabilize my hand so I can file, and still, I don't know, my pinkies give me problems every single time. I don't know, like my other fingers get in the way. I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna go in here now with my e-file. I'm using my diamond cylinder barrel bit. I think that's probably not the technical name for it, but that's what it is. In my eyes, that's what it is. This bit came with my Nat Plus e-file, so if you have an e-file at home, you probably already have this bit, but I will link a super similar set down in the description box. I actually just got a brand new big bunch of drill bits, but they're all diamond bits because that's just my personal preference. I have tried the ceramic bits in the past, and while I like them, and I think they do a really great job, they're super effective, I would have cut myself a lot using the ceramic bits. So if you're a beginner, or if you're just someone who's like not very comfy with the e-file yet, or if you're really useless with your non-dominant hand, like moi, then you may want to stick to the diamond bits. That's where I'm living right now because I find that it does a great job. It's super effective at what I want it to do, and I don't injure myself. So it's a win-win all around. I'm going to keep on e-filing, and I'm going to let you guys hang out and rock out to some tunes, and I will be right back. So my nails are totally filed and shaped, and the only thing I really have left to do is run over them with a buffing block. And yes, I am buffing my whole entire nail. Oh my gosh. I normally don't, just because I use gel polish top coat, and gel polish top coat needs a bit of a textured surface to grip onto and stay, otherwise it'll peel up on you. But since I'm not using a gel top coat, I'm not using any top coat, I'm not using any polish or anything. So I'm running over my whole nail with a super fine grit buffing block, get them all nice and smooth. I'll leave them linked in the description box below. Is that 6 or 7? I don't know, I've lost count. And now I'm gonna disinfect my nails. I do this before and after every mani. It's just kind of my routine. I know alcohol is a hot commodity still, but I don't use a whole lot at all. I do like 2 or 3 little spritzes on a paper towel and I go to town. If you're not disinfecting, you probably should, especially these days. Yeah, so I'm going to finish off my mani with my Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil. You guys will have to comment down below and let me know what you thought about this. Let me know if you are into the tips. I know I said this a while back and you guys seem to all vote for like Team Shorty, but if you're into tips and you know you like this look, then definitely let me know and give it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. I probably said that already, but I'm a parrot today apparently. I do have clear tip on my right hand. I think I probably said that already too, but yeah, my nails are protected. Don't think I'm running around neighborhood. Well, I'm not running. I ride my bike maybe. I'm not cruising the neighborhood with naked nails. I would never do that ever again. I love you weirdos so much, and I will see you all in my next vid. Love you. Bye.